Colonel Margaret Meg Martin is serving her fourth stint at the Academy. First was as a cadet, graduating in 1996. She returned as a member of the faculty from 2005 to 2008, returned again in 2013 as Director of Ops, and finally came back as a permanent professor and head of the Department of History in 2016. She also currently serves as the Superintendent's Liaison to the NCAA as a faculty athletic representative. Throughout that time, she points to one core theme that has remained the same.
It becomes very apparent how much the Academy is about the cadets, and rightly so. I don't know that the cadets appreciate it. I don't know that they always feel it, but everything we do and so many of the decisions we make are about what makes their experience better. How do we give them exposure to what the Air Force is like? How do we give them an academic foundation that prepares them for the uncertainty of the future? How do we make sure that they have touches with the active duty while they're still experiencing college life? So in a lot of ways, they're getting all the attention they wanted and more, maybe some they didn't really wanted. You're trying to help them see what the opportunities are or understand why they're going through the training or the academic sequence that they're going through here. It's more about giving, the mentoring, the time, sharing, and then a lot of listening, right? As the cadets try to figure out what they're all about, right? What's next?
Colonel Martin speaks from experience as one who rose to All-America status in 1993 while she was figuring it out. She was also part of the two-time Division II national championship teams in 95 and 96, a remarkable four-year career that taught her many life lessons. One she remembers particularly well, thanks to Coach Casey Converse.
I was a distance swimmer. He decided that I would train for the 200 fly, which is a race that I don't swim, didn't want to train for. And that whole year I trained for it and kind of resisted it. And then we got to conference and I had my best 200 freestyle time, best 500 freestyle time by a lot. And I think it was probably the different training. And so I don't know that I appreciated that lesson in the moment, which was, there are going to be opportunities out there that you don't expect. There's going to be tasks that you're given that you don't necessarily want, but approaching them with some humility, right? And taking advantage of what you're being given can yield results that you don't expect.
That lesson alone would be a gem for any future officer, but combined with many more she learned along the way, Colonel Martin says it was the day-in, day-out work not only on the Hill, but in the pool that taught her the best lesson of all, to be a great teammate.
The thing that you can do to be a great teammate is to share the sunshine, right? Lifting others, encouraging them, even when you're not having your best day. It goes a long way. And again, as you move into the Air Force, especially as you're leading people, finding ways to encourage and acknowledge and highlight the goodness that's happening around you, it reflects back. So don't be afraid to elevate somebody else that's not at your expense. It makes the whole team work together better. Really being back at the Academy is about training your replacement and training the next generation. Just so seeing all the talent and all the commitment and all the energy from the cadets and knowing that that's the next co-pilot, aircraft commander, senior leader, it's pretty incredible to be part of that.